What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lurker back with another video. Today we are checking out well, you can already tell from the title, but it's DC's new movie slate. DC is planning on some big things and I'm actually excited, so let's just hop straight into it. James Gunn is a really good guy. Alright, scoot over here.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected.
Peter's Sanfran, right? Or Safran?
In film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky.
I can get with that.
In terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love, that resets the entire DC universe.
Oh, that's good. It's gonna okay, so when The Flash comes out, it's gonna reset the DC universe, and that's when James Gunn's that's when his DC
then to
stuff
move into
starts.
Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm gonna tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter.
That's the name of this video.
The first project is Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos
is an animated series.
All right, let me turn off the captions.
All the episodes. Something we're going to do that.
I got to turn off captions so I can see the stuff down here. Creature Commandos. It's going to be TV animation.
It's a little bit different at DC. Is we're going to have characters.
I like the art style.
Out of animation.
I never heard of Creature Commandos.
Play their voice as who plays them in live action.
That is good. They're going to have the voice actors for the animation, and in the live action, it's going to be played by the same people. That's cool. Very immersive.
The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by...
Oh, this is a TV live action.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis is coming back.
Team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy.
Superman Legacy.
Being written by me.
It's gonna be a film. I like how it differentiates whether it's film or animation or TV. So this is gonna be the next Superman film that we're gonna see. Superman Legacy.
Middle of it, I'm having a great time doing it, and Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025.
Damn, July 11th, 2025. So that's gonna be around the time Marvel will be coming out with the first Avengers movie. I think the first Avengers movie comes out 2025, and then doesn't Secret Wars come out 2026 or something like that?
Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, John Stewart, and Hal Jordan, and we have a few
Hal Jordan. That's
cool
in
there. But this is really a terrestrial-based
live-action
show, which is almost like True Detective, with
about
a couple of
the Green Lanterns
who are space cops.
Watching
over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover.
See, I don't know much about DC. That's why I'm super excited. I've always been a Marvel frog, but DC does have some very good characters. They just, for some reason, they just always shit the bed when it came to the DCEU.
A terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion project of mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters we are now bringing into the DCU, and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
A group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes.
That's interesting.
We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is the story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his...
They're bringing Robin to live action? The film is just called The Brave and the Bold. That's interesting.
Actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book.
So this is going to be a separate Batman. And I'm guessing the Superman's going to be different than, I don't like them recasting Superman and Batman. Like, Ben Affleck Batman was good. They said they're going to do the other Batman, the Robert Pattinson Batman. They already said that they're going to consider that Elseworld. So they could bring back Ben Affleck's Batman, but they said that the Flash is going to reset everything. So I'm expecting brand new characters for all of the titular characters. Even the Flash, they might even do a new Flash over Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller's Flash is probably going to reset the DCEU, but it wouldn't surprise me if James Gunn recasts Ezra Miller, recasts the Flash.
Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line, and so this is the story of the two of them.
That's cool.
And the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU.
Yeah, that's cool.
Next up is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is
Never
one
heard
of
of
comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series.
Oh, wow.
One of my favorite comic book
That
series
sounds
from last
interesting.
year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of...
My thing is, why did it take James Gunn and this Peter guy to do all this amazing stuff with DC? Like, what was Zack Snyder and didn't Josh Whedon, he stepped in to direct Justice League, I think. But how come it took this long for them to come out with these great ideas?
Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents. Whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about. A very dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're
so that means there's more. There's more, but we just have to wait. Man, I can't wait for that Flash movie now.
Incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something.
Doesn't Flash come out next year, 2024? Or does it come out this year? I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Something very different.
I'll put it right. I'll look it up, and then when I edit, I'll put it right here.
Is that the director's
That's when Flash is coming out.
The vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before.
We love James Gunn over here.
Everybody.
We love James Gunn.
I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys
I can't either.
on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
I can't wait either. What do you guys think? Drop your comment below of which DC property that James Gunn talked about today are you most excited for? For me, it's got to be The Brave and the Bold because I want to see Damian Wayne on the big screen and just that whole dynamic with finally we have a Batman that's an actual father. So we'll get to see that kind of dynamic on screen. Anyways, that's it for this video. I'm going to wrap it up. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button. If you want to become a lurker and join me on my crusade to take over the internet, all you got to do is hit subscribe and make sure you click the notification bell so you get notified anytime I make a drop. I try to stay consistent, always dropping at least one video a day, and I'm still going on that hot streak. So if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I'll try my best to get the best content that I can create for you guys. I try to make my reactions genuine, so I try not to look ahead at things. But if you got a suggestion you want me to react to, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to react to things that you guys want to see me react to. instead of me just doing road to 50 subscribers. We're on our way. And yeah, until next time, peace, lurkers.